You told me I had 12 minutes, Miss Rita. All right, how y'all doing, Spokane? It's so beautiful to see so many faces here. I just want to first start off by saying thank you to the Watkins family and to the Bush family for allowing your father, husbands, cousins, whatever they are to you, for sharing them with us here at Spokane and allowing them to love on us as a community. I really appreciate it. Every year, seeing Pastor Happy do the I Have a Dream speech, I left inspired. I left saying, hey, I'm going to do that one day. It's not today, but I will do it one day. But I want to say that I'm honored to be able to stand here in front of you all today to share with you a piece of my heart, a piece of my mind, a piece of my soul. My hope is that after I step away from this podium, that the words and thoughts that I share with you resonate within and kindle a fire that we'll be able to camp around daily, that you will be able to camp around daily and receive the warmth you need to pursue your purpose. Today we come together to celebrate and honor the life, the journey, and the purpose of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. A life that was lived with the intention of doing what God put him on this earth to do. A life dedicated to living out the two greatest commandments: loving the Lord God with all his heart, all his soul, and all his mind, and loving his neighbor as himself. A life meant to serve as a footprint for the long walk towards freedom set before the black community. A life full of love. Dr. King's journey was one that had many stops, many detours, roadblocks, and dead ends, but yet he kept on moving. A journey dedicated to bringing the injustices against the black communities across the country to light, and a march with the people to activate love, so that it can drive out the hate that unfortunately filled the hearts of many. A journey dedicated to encouraging and uplifting versus chastising and tearing down. A journey of love. Dr. King walked with the purpose. He walked with the purpose of being the shepherd in a movement meant to give some of God's chosen people a level playing field in this country we call America. A purpose to activate the call. A purpose to inspire a generation who will hopefully inspire another generation, who can inspire another generation to continue the purpose of Dr. King. A purpose of love. So I stand here today knowing that the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who was a man working in God's will, was working with the greatest gift and the only tool that could make tremendous change with the activating of it: love. Love, patience, kindness, gentleness, no record of wrongdoing, no envy, no boasting, no dishonoring, no self-seeking, not easily angered. A tool that does not delight in evil but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres, and it never fails. I'm talking about love. I'm talking about that agape love, the love that God is. Dr. King decided to stick with love because hate was too great of a burden to bear. We should too. In an attempt to equip myself with this powerful tool of love, and an attempt to convince you that not only is this strategy that Dr. King implemented effective and efficient, but it's powerful and it's life-changing. I stand here to ask you, neighbor, my fellow man, my fellow woman, my fellow children, how can I love you better? What can I do to show you that it's not about me getting over on you or me being more successful than you, but it's not about me at all, but it's about us coming together, fulfilling the needs of the hungry, us coming together to help build up communities that have no foundation to stand on, us collaborating to create an opportunity for our fellow man or woman to have the best possible outcome for their lives. It's about us serving each other in love. So I ask, how can I love you better? Do you need a simple smile when you walk by me? Can I embrace you with a hug that you need because it appears that no one else wants to? Can I share half of my sandwich that I was really looking forward to eating? Can I pray for you? Can I forgive you for the wrong you did to me? Can I help you understand who I am and why I need your love? How can I love you better? I implore you, friends and family, to ask the same question. Matter of fact, take this time to look to your neighbor and ask them, how can I love you better? Go ahead, I'll wait. Now look to your other neighbor and ask them the same question. How can I love you better? Now those of you who are answering, just hold on. How can I love you better? What will it take from us to go from me to we? What will it take for us to leave the comparison and begin the companionship? What will it take? What will it take to teach your child and my child to love each other better from the beginning? How can I love you better? A series of quotes that Dr. King said is, love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy into a friend. And I agree wholeheartedly. Dr. King also said that hatred paralyzes life, but love releases it. Hatred confuses life, but love harmonizes it. Hatred darkens life, but love illuminates it. So I ask again, how can I love you better? Dr. King also said that in the process of gaining our rightful place, we must not be guilty of wrongful deeds. Let us not seek to satisfy our thirst for freedom by drinking from the cup of bitterness and hatred. Continue to work with the faith that unearned suffering is redemptive. Let patience have its perfect work. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. And I would be remiss if I didn't give honor to the two pioneers that helped create this space for you and I to be here in Spokane together. Two legends in our community who loved us, who taught us to love, and who charged us to continue the work needed to love on each other. Pastor James Walken put it plainly last night. He said, Mr. Ivan Bush and Pastor Happy started the work, and we have to continue the work. Mr. Bush and Pastor Watkins, thank you for your sacrifice of love that you poured into us, for inspiring us. And I would like to thank my grandfather, Bishop Ezra Kinlow, for inspiring me, who taught me to love and who charged us. He charged this community as well to continue the work we need to love on each other. So let's leave here today and continue to ask ourselves and others, how can I love you better? God bless you.
Thank you, Michael.